class is in session. I saw this here. This second act podcast is really annoying. It's like women giving advice to women, giving bad advice to women. So you got a female dating coach that gives terrible advice. But you know, if they like the way it sounds, and she can make some money, I guess. But definitely not helpful for solving problems. So they're going to talk here about the best dating sites, and I'm going to tell you right now. I'm going to translate what they're actually saying because they're disingenuous on this like whole thing. And that's good. I mean, they're giving their public face, but anyway, it's there's some BS all the way through it. So anyway, but it's also a reason why dating sites are dead. And you can see by the bad practices that these ladies are going to explain, but not realize they're giving away the game. You got to get off the dating sites. Maybe have one going on in the background and get on it every now and again, and maybe you catch a diamond in the rough, or every blind squirrel finds a nut. You can use it for that, but you better not be spending too much time on them. They're all dead. And let's go through. Watch.
What are the best sites? I get that all the time in comms, and I never have a good answer.
I have a lot of answers, but the first answer everyone's gonna hate.
Thank you so much for tuning in again on Second Act TV. Once again, I'm welcoming back Lori Gerber, the dating coach for you.
Oh yeah, woman dating coach. I'm telling you, it gives bad advice. For if you pay enough money, you get bad advice that sounds good.
Ship expert, and she happens to specialize in our age group to help us find love after 50. Lori, thank you so much for being here again.
Glad to be here.
We have a topic today that we get questions on all the time. Love it or hate it, online dating. And the first question that comes to mind is, what are the best sites? I get that all the time in comms.
Well, why would they want to know what the best sites are? I didn't think women even used them. I mean, they claim they don't even use them, and it's always their first time, and they hate them. Blah. No, women love them, and all women use them. And they'll say they're not on them, but that's just because they've deleted them for that week. I've learned this. They delete them for a week, come back, and women were smarter because women realize when they come back, when you come back as a new person, I guess, they give you a little bump. And so, yeah. Women are deleting them and adding them all the time. Oh, I'm not on any. And then she'll be on some tomorrow.
I have a good answer.
I have a lot of answers, but the first answer everyone's going to hate, and that is if you're asking what site, you're asking the wrong question. Doesn't matter.
By the way, they're not going to say it, but they're all the same. This lady right here has probably been on some dating sites. The other lady's been on. They're all the same. There's no difference. I mean, all of them. It's the same people on the same apps. Women, I don't know why women do this, but they're on all of them. I didn't know this. Like, women are, multitask on dating apps more than men did. And, they're on all of them. I have numerous female friends, and they're like, some of them use Bumble a lot, and then they'll be on Facebook. And I never had that many accounts, and I'm banned on them all now, but they're all the same. I have enough practice in it. Every dating site is the same. And then the eHarmony's better for this. I've banged chicks, first date eHarmony, they want the 100-point chemistry quiz, but at the end of the day, all they wanted was my D, I mean, same women, and I've had women give me harder time on Tinder, than they have on eHarmony or Bumble or, so, and, they'll say, what is it? You'll be on Bumble. What is this, Tinder? And then I'll see them on Tinder. So it's like, hey, bitch, you on Tinder too. So I just saw your picture. So all of a sudden you a good girl on Bumble. Yeah, it's such BS, So anyway, just get off these things.
Like, really. However, loving your dating site, kind of like loving your doctor, makes you feel good and gives you a better.
There you go. As long as they feel good about their dating site, whichever one they feel good about, not the ones that actually are giving them the best results. The women, it's about feeling.
food and makes it easier and makes it more fun. So I will answer, how do you pick the right dating site?
And you peep that answer right there. She's going to talk about fun. Women have fun on these things, and understand, men. That's why we need to be off of them. And if we get off of them, we're the leaders. Women will get off of them, and that's what needs to happen. You got to understand, men. Women will never get off of these things if we don't get off, because they love us so much. But if we're off of them, the women will realize they've got to go find us somewhere else. Right now, or now it's ending, but women, there's still enough guys there to keep women's interest. Women love us so much, they're going to stay. But if we leave, and I think if we can leave, I think it can be a thing. I think they're going to end. I mean, for men, it's the best thing that can happen for dating if these dating apps go in the trash, because women have been kicking your butts on these things. So get off of them.
But I will not pretend like it's the most important question to be asked.
That's a great point. What's the best site? Depends on you. Are you comfortable doing whatever they want you to do? Because I was on Match. Paul and I met.
You've been on all of them, lady. Don't lie.
That was 13 years ago.
Yeah, after you freaking got your beta male husband and you trapped him. Yeah, she's not on it anymore because she's banging the same dude now, and it worked.
I was briefly on eHarmony.
Yeah, see, several dating sites,
I think Chemistry. I don't know.
Oh, another one, third. I mean, you get 1,000 on one, dude. Why you need to be on 3?
Right. I didn't like.
She only gave 3, but she's been on them all.
What?
And she liked them all because she got her husband.
Yeah, if whatever the structures, the platform is, if you're not gelling with that, find one that you are.
All the platforms are the same. You put a picture, they either have a swipe or push the button or what, and you put a profile. Every one of them the same. Every single one of them. They're not different, and they're made to hook up. They're hooking up with Chad on the dating sites. That's what the dating sites are for. It's for females of all body types and body sizes to hook up with Chad. I mean, that's what it is. If you're not Chad, you ain't hooking up. That's it. They're hookups. So.
It's really, really individual. And I think it's good news that there are so many choices. In a sense, it's bad news because it overwhelms us.
No, here's where she's bullshit. It's good news if you're a female, because maybe there's more access to men. So you hit some men you didn't hit on Tinder. Now you got some more men you got 1,000 on Tinder. You got 500 on OK. I mean, if you're a decent looking woman, you should have 500 on Tinder. You should have 1,000 on eHarmony. You should have 1,000 on. I mean, how many do you need, ladies? I mean, and I do understand that 90% of them just want to bang and you don't like them, but okay, so you have 500. I mean, how many do you need? So this is why, guys. You cannot participate in this, and I'm guilty as charged, but it's changed. The game has changed. We've got to get off of them. We've got to be the leaders as men and quit getting our asses kicked.
I think that making the right choice is really important, but the good news is you do have a lot of choices, and you can really decide, do you want to go big, like a Match.com or an eHarmony?
Do you want to go big? What do you mean? You want to go big D? They're the same dudes on. I've been on Match. Had some good times there. I've been on Tinder, had some good times there. I've been on Bumble, had some good times there. I've been on eHarmony, I've been on Facebook. The same women are they're all on the same sites. And it's all matching and banging, matching and banging, matching and banging. Here's what it is. And it is the thing, and women will go, it'll clutch my pearls, but if you have a date, and men know this, but if you have a date and you ain't banging on the first date, it's over. Women know this. It's over. They end it. The women end it. Because they didn't want to bang you enough. They're like, I need to go find a guy I want to bang on the first date. This is the way it is.
Which I would recommend to anybody who's serious about dating, as long as you're not going to get offended by the fact that there's too many people on there and there's a lot of garbage to sift through. I go to Filene's Basement. I go to the mall. Like, I don't think I'm going to love everything there, but I'm willing to go and look because there's just so much.
Okay, well, there's another blind spot maybe, and there's not too many people for guys. There's too many people for women, and there's too many choices for women. I mean, you're hearing this, how you'll hear, and later on you're going to hear they're overwhelmed. I mean, they're talking to too many guys. There's too many guys coming at them, offering them dick. I mean, it's just, and this is to average women. So you're not going to get a fair shake on these things, and you're going to be seen as another guy offering dick, and you are, but you're going to get lost in the shuffle. You don't need to be on these. These are going to be a soul crushing experience. Now, I mean, I had great experiences, but that day's over. It is over, and you're hearing behind the, you're peeling the curtain back with kind of what they're saying.
So Imagine, eHarmony, and those, they don't per se cater to 50 and above, but they're really comfortable for 50 and above.
I've banged ladies that are 30. I've banged ladies that are 25. I've banged ladies that are 40 on there. I've had, ridiculous conversations from women on all sites. And most women, and this is just the 411, most women on these sites are not looking to date. Or two things, they're not looking to date, or they're just looking to date. And they have a man, or they have a friends with benefits. They're just kind of having fun window shopping. And this is going to waste your time as guys. You can do a lot better things with your life. It's going to have to be in person. We just have to, we have to be okay with that now. Women will come, but as men, we have to lead this movement. But we're going to have to be okay with meeting in person. Get your game on point and get your social skills on point, and just get ready to deal with it.
Used to servicing that population. Then there's the ones that really service that population, like Our Time, Silver Singles, and there's a smaller.
And all this does is allows people to know how to manipulate who's ever on there. Whether it's J-Date, Christian Mingle, the scammers go to those because you know how to, or some beta male that's going to shapeshift into, I've seen this happen. Oh, I carrying on my Bible again. Oh man, this Bible's getting heavy in my right hand. Oh, how you doing?
Called Senior Match. So again, bigger or smaller. The smaller ones you might like it because less overwhelming. The bigger ones you're gonna like because more
Smaller are better because less overwhelming. What pray do you mean, ma'am? Overwhelming? You mean I'm getting men coming at me with over excessive amounts of dick offers? Is that what I'm supposed to be? That's what they're saying about overwhelming. And guys, how I don't even know pathetic that is. And they joined several of them. That the girl that you're gonna be talking to is getting 1,000 offers of dick thrown at her. It's ridiculous. You can't participate in this any longer.
Great. And then I want to also give a shout out to the OkCupid, Hinge, Bumble, Coffee Meets Bagel that skew younger but are perfectly adequate. And each one is a little bit different. Each one has its own little quirks. And
there's no quirks. There's pictures. Women are gonna look at the pictures, see if you're hot, see if there's a tingle in their vajayjay, see if their vajayjay is getting a little wet. If it gets wet enough, you get a date. You might get to bang on the first date. That's how they don't read your profile. They don't care. They really don't. If you're hot enough, they definitely don't read your profile. If they're reading your profile, you're gonna have about 20 dates, 30 dates. You're the beta male. You want them not reading your profile.
Things you might like or dislike vibe. To me, Hinge just gives you so too little room to write, but you might like that.
They don't read that stuff, and they don't believe that stuff. And women go, there's so many hot guys on there, they ain't reading none of that. And if they're reading your stuff, you're screwed. You want the real Chads, they don't read their stuff. And if they did read their stuff, they don't care. They're hot enough. They're like, yeah, he might be, a Republican, and I'm a liberal Democrat, and I don't care. He's so hot. They'll throw out their little checklist if you're hot enough, and that's what you want them doing. Women break rules for alphas and make rules for betas.
It really depends.
This is a stupid question for me, so I'll ask the questions maybe our audience has.
Most of your questions here are stupid.
But Hinge is an app, right? It's like on your phone where...
Yeah, act like you don't know. You used it.
And eHarmony are the pursuit of...
Let me tell you, it's an app. It's not, there's pictures. You need to look at the pictures either on your app or on your computer. Does it get your vajayjay wet and tingly? And the amount it gets you tingly, it's whether you're going to swipe. And 95% of the men don't do anything for vajayjay. Okay? They're all the same. Okay? All the same criteria is used. Look at those pictures, ladies. You love the pictures. You love the hot guys on there. And you love to get the vajayjay tingles. If it gets it tingly enough, you're going to swipe on it. If it's really, really tingly and wet, you're going to give them a first date. And not even a date. Either you're going to ask them my house or your house. And then you have other guys that they didn't get any tingly, but you're going to waste their time and you're going to go on dates, real dates. But the real dudes on here, the women ask them just to come straight over. Trust and believe that.
BC.
That's such a good point, and that is actually, it shouldn't matter, but it really does. And for me, as a woman over 50, I cannot stand this. I want to be on a
She need a big picture for the JJ.
computer, so having a dating app that I could only use on my phone would drive me insane. There's two more sort of tiers I want to talk about. If is now a good time to bring up? Okay, so there's niche dating sites as well. Please don't rule
All the same people are on niche dating sites, and a lot of them aren't even Jewish. A lot of them aren't even Christian. I was on one single mom one or some crap, you know. I mean, I have no kids, so yeah, I had an okay date on one of those, but I had one okay date, one weirdo date, so yeah.
And if you have a niche that isn't big yet, you still should Google it and see. There are farmers, truck drivers, Christian mingle, obviously.
And none of them, no one cares if, you know, you meet the criteria. But what I will say is they're all the same. They're going to have pictures, bio, your stats, and the women are going to see if you're hot enough, they'll bang you. If you're not, you're going to have to take them on 100 dates, or you'll be their pen pal. So they're all the same, every single one of them. Get off of them.
Religion has their dating site. If you have a thing that distinguishes you, that makes you think maybe you would like to meet other people who also identify with that thing,
Women have even started joining like this kind of sexual exploration sites. There's a new one out there, but they've started joining those, and you know they're all like trying to get dates on those now. I mean, I need connection, and then I'll have sex with you. You know, that kind of crap. You know, it's like it's supposed to be for like people looking to hook up. You know, but so many women are on there looking for dates. I just need a little connection. I need to be taken around the city, and yeah, you're looking for a date. You know, these ladies, these dates with dating apps, with social media, they have plenty of sexual attention. They need real attention, but they're not getting it. So they're looking for the apps to get it. They're looking for the betas on the apps because they've got plenty of sexual attention. Women don't have enough regular attention.
niche dating sites. Again, smaller population, but possibly better targeted to what you're looking for. And then lastly, Facebook dating and meetup.
Better targeted at what you're looking for. Every woman's looking for the same thing. Hot guy, VJJ tingle, VJJ wet. If she's not looking for that, if she claims she's looking for something else, you're going to be a part-time guy and you're going to get your heart broken because she's going to realize that the VJJ didn't get wet. She thought she was looking for something different. You weren't what she was looking for, and she's been going out every day realizing that her vajayjay has been getting wet, you know, without you there, and she's always going to go back to vajayjay wet. Women will never stop wanting that. Women will never stop being drawn to that. They will always go, that's their default. So if you're not that, you won't have her for long.
These are free. And these are a little bit different. So Facebook is a whole different thing. If you're not on Facebook and you don't love to learn a new thing, probably
Facebook is for married men and married women because they can act like they're on their Facebook, click the little dating one, and it's free. And so it's also for a lot of big losers, you know. And then the regular people are there too. But a lot of married women, a lot of married men are on there because they can do it right under the nose of their partner.
a little too much of a stretch. But if you are on Facebook and you like Facebook dating, still free. Very interesting option. I've heard good.
And by the way, Facebook dating doesn't really need Facebook dating anymore because women can do that off their profile. Just guys are hitting them in the DMs all the time. So women shouldn't really even need a dating site if they're hot and if they've got Instagram or they've got Facebook or they're hot look outside. They don't need a dating app. They'll be getting approached all over the place.
And meetup groups are a very fun way to meet new people for friendship and for potential love around your interests.
I mean, can you hear the bullshit? Ain't no man want to be your friend. Trust and believe, baby, lady. That's how dumb they are. Ain't no man want to be your friend. You know, we've got testosterone and we've got a D that works and want to get put in you. Get the fuck out of here, dude.
Disadvantage, you'll meet lots of people who aren't single. Advantage, you'll meet people who like the things that you like.
An important point, you said that.
We don't need women to like what we like. If I have a hot chick that wants to get on my D, she thinks I'm hot and she wants to get on my D, she doesn't care if I play hockey. She doesn't care if I like comics. She doesn't care what I like, and I don't care what she likes. And we don't need to like the same thing. She just needs to know I like her to bend over, and she likes to bend over for me and get after it. This liking the same thing is ridiculous. See, this is the BS that the propaganda that these women will sell you.
Facebook, and Meetup, of course, are free. It doesn't make sense to pay for a site. I've gotten this question over and over and over again. What do you advise?
Well, I mean, you ladies are pretty lazy and cheap, when it comes to trying to find a man. But you'll spend tons of money on a Louis Vuitton. But yeah, you should pay for it because it looks really stupid. When you got some chick, I don't have the app. Could you message me over here? Hell no. That's where you start feeling like so. Oh, okay. You start feeling screwed. So no. Yeah, they should pay for it though. But if they're ones paying for it, then they're probably not that hot, because if they don't pay for it and they can, in 10 swipes, they can find a dude, that means they're pretty hot. So, anyway. But most don't pay for it. Men pay for the dating site. So, once again, get off these things.
Well, so first of all, dating sites are businesses. They are designed to make money, right? They're providing service. They're doing a thing. It takes a lot of money to keep those servers going and all that technology working. So, first of all, don't be offended that dating sites cost money. Think of the money you're saving by being at home, not having to go out so hard.
Exactly. And this is why women love them, and this is why we're having a hard time pulling them away from them, because they have all these hot dudes that they have access to, even on a slow Tuesday, and they're in their PJs, they're at home, they've got 3 kids or 2 kids sitting at home. How many women have I met on a dating app, tried to call them? They'll text, you try to call them, they won't answer the phone because they got too much going on at home. But they're sitting there, just doom scrolling on their dating site. This is what women do now. They doom scroll on their dating site, and when you call them or whatever, then they're doom scrolling on the phone. It's like all they're doing is passing time. So you got to get off these things, guys. It's going to be bad for your mental health. Women and it's not their fault, but it's our fault. We got to get them off of these sites. They won't leave. Women love us, so they won't leave if we don't leave.
Drinks to meet people. Yes, you should spend money on a dating site. However, I recommend dating your dating site.
We've allowed, and this is our fault as men. We thought we had a good thing. It was easy, whatever, for a little while. But we also made it too easy for women, and we weren't leading good as men. And the thing is that, we've allowed women to just sit at home in their PJs, being lazy, and that's why they treat us in a bad manner, because we've allowed this like bad behavior of low effort, laziness, swiping in your PJs, coming out on a date in half-ass casual wear. I mean, women are so lazy when it comes to dating now because we've allowed them to do this. We're their leaders as men, and we by being on dating sites, we gave women the world, and we didn't ask for any performance, markers. We've allowed them to be so lazy.
In other words, trying them out, doing the free 1 month, and seeing which ones you like. Because I can tell you
and here's the thing, and women will do the 1 month, and they get bumps in their, whatever score, and they get all kinds of matches.
I have, like, in my Master the Art of Love course, I have a 36-page guide that breaks down every dating site, what the cost is, what the advantages are, what the disadvantages are, all the pros and cons, what people complain about, right? But you don't really know until you try it.
Here's a question before I forget. Is it a fair test? Because during the trial, do you have access to all the texting and getting messages and not? Because some people are discouraged when they do free. They think, but people can't even answer there.
The answer is no, it's not at all a fair test. It's not at all a fair test. It is just a free trial. When you free trial anything, you're getting a taste of it. You are not getting the full effect of it. What you will understand is, do I like how this technology shows up on my phone or my computer?
It's all the same. Pictures, this is my video, they're all the same. I mean, look how complicated they make this.
Like what I'm seeing. Do I like the customer service?
All they want to know is if it's got hot guys on there. That's it. Women don't they don't give the game away. They want hot guys. They want access to hot guys. I want to talk to hot guys. Does this site have hot guys? Can I message hot guys? How do I message hot guys?
The price. Do I like... You're just learning by doing. So I really encourage you to date your dating sites, do the free trials, or even pay for a month, right? The month is usually double or triple the price. Then if you commit to a 6 months or a year, it's worth it.
I was just going to bring it up. One thing that I found was really helpful, and I've recommended it, and I want to make sure that that's still appropriate, because this was over 10 years ago, is don't sign up for the 3 or 6 months.
Over 10 years ago, she was on a dating site. So she obviously has She has regular dick in her life. She's apparently locked down a man.
Deal.
You're gonna get tired by then. Just 1 month, yes, it's more expensive, but it's money where I thought,
Agree. And don't sign up for your 1 month until you're ready to work it, because there's never going to be more action than in that first month.
Not going to be many more action. There's not going to be more action. That means there's not going to be more dicks coming at you in that first. So you listen to her. So you better get ready, ladies. These dicks going to come flying in your inbox. I mean, listen to that, guys. Listen. I mean, that's just depressing a little bit, you know. I mean, this is the kind of the behind the scenes that a lot of men don't know. I mean, these are regular ladies talking about this. You're about to get action in that inbox. These guys are about to come at you. Be ready, girls. Don't be just trying to do other things. If your attention's diverted, be ready, because these D's are coming in there. I mean, this is just it's kind of gross, you know, but they love it.
And so if you're going on vacation, or your kids are visiting, or you're at a hard time at work,
you ain't got time to talk to all these dudes and figure out which one you want to bang. And you ain't got and you taking these ladies out to dinner. They don't even have time to deal with you. You got kids and you're going on vacation. These D's are gonna be flying in here. And you think you're gonna meet a girl they're gonna take a time to, you know? I mean, they're too busy. This lady's saying, don't be too busy, because D's are gonna be flying in your inbox.
like wait patiently and chill out. Do not pay until you're ready to
stretch. You got to stretch. Make sure you do your official warm up. You know, get on that exercise bike. I mean, this is sickening, man.
1 or 2 at a time, at the very most.
Here's a common question.
But here's the BS. I mean, as a guy, trust me, you can be doing a lot of different things. Get on a dating app, and you won't have any problem, because women ain't be flying in your inbox. You know, I mean, yeah, you're good. I mean, yeah.
But like sites like Match, eHarmony, Our Time, are they still go-to, or are the newer ones better now? There's so much out there. People get confused just by what's out there.
Where do I find the best looking guys? Where do I find the best looking guys with the best D's? Where can I get a good D in me? I mean, this is all what this is. I mean, they love us. Women love men. And don't let them act like they don't. This is why they talk so much about this. You know, women love you guys. So don't give away your time and attention just for free. But get off these dating sites, because you have no leverage.
2 minds. Because I see my ladies going both ways and having success. One is not winning out over the other in my mind yet. Mm-hmm. I think you have to go see how you feel. Again, you know, for me, having it be able to be on a desktop would be an absolute must. But if that's not a must for you, then go and play around. And unfortunately, what I'm saying takes time. And I'm telling my daters, you need to have at least an hour a day. And to your point, it's like looking for a job, but even more important. Finding the love of your life is equally, if not more important.
No, don't let them fool you. Ain't no woman looking for the love of their life. They're looking for the one that gets them feeling a certain way. You know, get that hotness. You know, they're not looking for the rest of their life. Ain't no woman ever done that on a dating site.
Can't accept that it's going to take time each day. You're probably not ready. You're on what I call on the bench, right?
Yeah, and trust me, here's another thing, guys. A lot of women are on the bench. They're just there. They're so confused. You know, they've been through so much stuff. They're just kind of bad attitudes. You're gonna find a lot of that, and it's gonna kill your soul. You don't want to do that. You know, you can assess that in person. You'll be able to assess that better. But on a dating site, they're all gonna look the same. And so you're going to have to go through, you know, so many just shrews and bad attitudes, and, you know, and they're not even there to date. And, you know, but they want to make it look like they are, so that you'll give them attention.
That's fine. You can be on the bench, but don't be.
No, it's not fine. It's not fine. You know, but they don't care. That's the thing, especially women on these, they don't care. They don't care that they're going to waste your time, no matter how hard you try to talk to them. And they'll waste your time, and as long as they got something out of it, this is kind of the harshness of women, and it's not that they're bad. It's just, it is what it is, and apply your game appropriately.
Don't be on the bench pretending you're dating.
Oh, they're going to. They're going to be on the bench pretending that they're dating. That's most of the websites now. That's most of the dating sites. Most of the women are on the bench pretending that they're dating. And that frustrates men, because it's going to kill your soul. It's going to kill your confidence, because, you know, it wasn't about you. It was about, they're not even dating. They're acting like they are.
Then you're just going to get so fatigued and so disillusioned, right? If you were looking for a new home, you'd understand you have to go to 20 open houses, and then you have to go back, and then you have to bring an inspector, and then for any
It's 20 dudes. That means they're talking to 20 dudes at a time. I mean, you want to be a part of that? No. I think, anybody that's of value, I'm not going to sit here and talk to you. I can't believe we've done this for so long. You got to get off of them.
important, it takes time and effort.
That's so true, and for some reason we don't equate that.
Like I say, and if we get off of them, guys, women love us so much, they'll get off of them too.
If we go to the doctor and it's not covered by insurance, then we're not going to get it, even though we might get a purse for $500. It is getting that in your mind. So one of the objections that we hear all the time is that online is just nothing but scammers and fake profiles. How do you?
This is another one. It's nothing but scammers and fake profiles. There are tons of guys on there. There's tons of good guys on there, but they don't swipe on those. They swipe on the scammers, and they'll tell you, "Oh, I know there are tons of..." No, because the scammers, a lot of times women will act like we can't figure them out, and they're mysteries, and it works in their favor, because if they're mysteries, then they can try to confuse us or whatever. It's just kind of dumb, but no, there's no mystery. The Nigerians figured out which guys you like, and they figured out what you tend to go for. So then, when they say stuff like this, nothing but scammers on there, it's kind of funny, and it's kind of sad and pathetic, because it just shows that's the only ones you swiped on. You allowed they hijacked your brain. They put the men that you think are hot, and it's sad. It really is, because they'll sit there and 90% of the guys they're talking to are in Nigeria, but they hijacked your brain, And we both, as women, as much as I respect women, we need to make sure that we don't allow this to happen and let them hijack your brain like that. All of us need to get off of these things, because scammers and people that aren't really dating on here, it's killing people's, both men and women's, their self-esteem.
Yes, there are scammers and fake profiles, and there are also defunct profiles, because there's a lot of people that are drunk late at night. They make their profile, they get on, they're excited, and they literally forget.
No, that's females. They're in the middle. I've had this happen a lot. They'll be drinking wine at the end of the night, and they love to get on there and start swiping. Or on a weekend, they'll be on there drinking wine, and you'll have a good flirtatious conversation, but it was just that they were bored, and so that she's talking about women on that one.
Never come back, or they're married, and you need to just learn to not see them.
How do we do that? How do we cut through the clutter?
Well, it's a mindset, right? And it's also having time, right? Setting aside time, knowing I'm gonna take.
Once again, women's brains will get hijacked, because some of these married guys are beautiful, to women. To women, and they're gonna swipe on them, and they're not gonna be able to resist.
Or to go through 20 profiles to think 5 are interesting.
I mean, how you get the same thing out of women? A lot of guys on there are married. How do you know? You must have swiped on them because they were hot.
Start conversations with 3 to continue a conversation with 1, and then if you're gonna have to go back to our old.
Well, that's what she did. What did she just say? 10 down to 3 down to.
Not see that.
How do we do that? How do we cut through the clutter?
Well, it's a mindset, right? And it's also having time, right? Setting aside time, knowing I'm gonna take an hour to go through 20 profiles, to think 5 are interesting, to start conversations with 3, to continue.
So you're gonna be one of the 5. You're gonna hope to make one of the 3. You're gonna hope to make one of the 1s. It just gets her. That's just to get her possibly on some BS date, and and then the one that's gonna be that's one day. And then the next day she's going to do the same thing, 5-3 to 1, 5-3. And you're going to hope to be that 1 of 7 that week to get laid. Get off these things.
1, and then if you're going to have to go back to.
Because if we allow them this easy access to men, if we allow the women this easy access to sex, you ain't going to be having none, And so women love men. If we get off of them, they will get off of them. They'll follow us.
Videos on the 3 H's and how you vet someone and how you decide.
And this is head, hoo-ha, heart. Dude, women only think hoo-ha. Trust me. The women only think about their hoo-ha. Don't let them think. The women don't think rationally. Try to rationally logic a woman into the bedroom. She'll laugh at you. Women go on their feelings. So it's all about hoo-ha. Women are about hoo-ha, whatever this lady says. I'm going off of her. They love the hoo-ha. And the dating apps are all about what their hoo-ha says. And dating in general is all about their hoo-ha. Women are the hoo-ha. That's how they think about dating and men. And That's why we had arranged marriages, because the hoo-ha is too popular, or too powerful, my bad, too powerful. The hoo-ha is powerful. And so they got dads to arrange marriages because he had the head. He had the head to think about it. But that's no longer in power because women were like, hell no, I want the hoo-ha again. And so we went to the hoo-ha again, and it's going to stay hoo-ha.
Worthy of me texting and then video chatting and then going on a date with in real life. That's part of how you weed through, is you just don't give time or attention to someone that isn't speaking to your head, your heart, and your hoo-ha right off the bat, and you don't get offended by it. That's the main
If it speaks to their hoo-ha, you're going on a date.
Point is, don't get offended that it's a hunt, that it's a search, that it's shopping, like shopping for a new home or shopping for anything. That's important.
We always called it, when I got together with my girlfriends, the man catalog. Get out the man catalog, see who's on there.
I mean, did that not just like shoot your soul? The man catalog and their friend. Look how happy she is. The man catalog. Yay. But I do like that they love us. But there's also exploitation because they're just looking. It's like the fireman catalog, It's like, let's get out and look at the men. Get out your man catalog. You see how they love. This is why we got to get the women on. We got to be leaders. Get them off the man catalog and get them out there actually dating.
Today.
Yeah, it really was that. It was fun. I mean, I have.
It was fun. I've never had fun on a dating site ever. You see how they have fun on the man catalog? They do have fun, and they have fun wasting the hell out of your time. But because we're different, men and women are different, and it's not that women are bad. It's just that they like talking to hot men. We don't care about talking to hot women unless we're banging them.
Should be fun. Now, some people think shopping is a burden and annoying,
and who thinks shopping is annoying and a burden? Men. Who thinks shopping is fun? Women. And that's what they love, shopping their man catalog. Get off these things.
And if I were you and you want to find the love of your life, I would dig in there. And of course, I do that. I'm very tactical, but I'm also I work on mindset, right? I know that this is an emotional area. So if you are resisting the work of dating, there's some reason, and we need to know what it is so we can actually work on that reason and not blame dating.
So here's another one that comes up all the time too, that if I want to meet somebody in real life, and you and I have done a video on that, why bother with dating apps?
Sorry, the computer is real life. Anything you want at this point in life.
Women like the dating apps because they're easy and they can be lazy and they can curate a profile and mislead.
Going to pretty much involve real life and a computer. Good strategy means using both. And I really like using both because when you're tired of the computer, you've got real life. And when you're tired of real life, you've got the computer. If you have a bias against one of
You see how much they love men? In real life, you can have men. On the computer, you can have men. When you're tired of men in real life, you can go on the computer and look at men. They love us.
Examine why you have that bias. What's the fear? What's the theory behind it? And do you really believe that and want to believe that? But if it's just a preference, you can lean one way or the other, no problem. Wherever you're the most comfortable, you'll be the most successful. But you're really leaving opportunity on the table if you're not working both angles, in my humble opinion.
I mean, how much opportunity do you need? If you're a hot woman, dude, you'll be plenty of opportunities on the street.
I just thought of a question I meant to ask you while we were talking about getting through all the clutter.
All the clutter. That means getting through all the dudes in your inbox, all that D in your inbox.
It popped in my head as you were talking.
Men don't have clutter. This is why the leverage is so skewed. This is why they're so rude to you. I mean, you hear that? The clutter? Guys, get off of them.
I knew right away.
Look smacks and get jacked and get your mindset right.
Or not. I wanted to pursue somebody or not, and it wasn't just the picture, it was the opening paragraph.
Lying ass people. It is the picture. Stop it. Don't let them propagandize this. They love the picture. They love their hoo-ha. They love their VJJ. And how you affect that, it's going to be whether you're going to get a date and whether they're going to stay in your life or not for the rest of your life.
I personally don't think
if they worry about the first paragraph, you're a beta male provider, and they'll use and abuse you.
Difficult. And I don't know whether I just made too many rash decisions, perhaps. Talk to me about that. What?
Call bullshit on that. Yeah, I guarantee this lady hasn't made too many rash decisions in her life ever.
how do we, what's the best mix of giving a profile a chance versus just, you're out of here?
I rate everything on a scale of 1 to 10. So head, how practical is the person? Heart, how does it feel? That's hard to do from just a profile.
She's about to get into the hoo-ha. It's all about the hoo-ha, guys. Don't believe anything else. It's a lie. It's a straight propagandized lie. Women can't they can't rationalize themselves into your life, bed, and try to rationalize a woman into your bedroom. You'll never do it, and she'll be disgusted.
And hoo-ha is the chemistry. So mostly what you're assessing when you look at a profile is the hoo-ha. First, the hoo-ha.
Oh, what really? Oh, is it?
Because if someone's not
It's always the hoo-ha. It always will be the hoo-ha. It'll never be anything else. Ever. Don't believe anything else, guys.
out of 10 or better in the picture, you're just moving on, you're not going to bother. And then you're looking for head deal breakers. So usually you can see that and you don't have time to read.
You know how I can call BS on that? Because look, you can say the head, right? If you're a 4 out of 10 in looks, then the head will come involved, right? But if you're a 10 out of 10 in looks or 8 out of 10 in looks, in the hoo-ha, it don't matter. Red flags, dude, it don't matter. All the red flags get ignored. The hotter you are, the more all the bullshit gets ignored. So just be hot.
That everybody's written. So in that first paragraph, you're getting a sense of, are there any deal breakers? Where do they live? What are they doing with their life? And you can hear a heart deal breaker too, because
if you're a heart deal breaker, if you're ugly, a deal breaker could be you live next door. Oh, I don't want to walk all that way. But if you're hot, a deal, oh no, I don't mind going from Texas to Florida. I do. I've done that when I was 4 years old, my daddy did that for me. So yeah, no, I can do that now. I mean, weren't you in a car seat at 4? Oh, no, listen, it's okay. I don't mind driving 3,000 miles. Yeah. If it's hot Johnny, she'll go. The hoo-ha is telling her, no big deal. But if you're ugly, oh, you live in the next building? That's kind of far.
You the wrong way or offends you, or you find out about a political or religious or whatever thing that is just a no for you, you can usually find out those head and
if you're a communist and she's a staunch Republican from America and you're a communist in the KGB, you're hot enough. She don't give a damn. Remember in the World War II? I think World War II was like they a lot of women got called out because the Germans were winning and then the Germans started losing. And so they were like shaving the heads of the women because they were like trying to shame them because they're like, Germany's losing now. Because the women thought that Germany was going to win, so they were going to go with the winning side. And then when Germany started losing, they switched over back into the Allies side. Women, for their benefit, they going to switch sides.
Deal breakers in that first paragraph. I would say if you have no problem in the first paragraph and the person is a 6 or above in hoo-ha, then you should read everything else. You don't have to read everything else if you're already canceling them out on those 2 criteria, but you should read everything else.
If you're a 10 out of 10, she's not reading your bio because she doesn't want to find anything wrong. I won't read that because I know he's hot enough. But if you're kind of hot or you're ugly, I need to read the whole thing to hopefully make him attractive.
Passes because now you're looking for, okay, what's wrong with them? Like, am I okay with what's wrong with them? That's what you're then looking for. And then if you can't figure that out from the profile, you do need to start texting and find out, do they really live near here? Do they have 7 cats?
This is why you shut up. They're always looking for, she said it right. She kind of messed up. They're always looking to disqualify you. Look how many ways they have to as well. Why would you be on the dating app? You're a badass. And this shrew old lady's trying to disqualify you. What a soul crushing experience.
Are they really single? Those are the kinds of things you then have to find out. Does that answer your question?
It does. And getting back to our original question, which is, which sites are the best sites or which sites work the best? And you answered that, that there's really no real answer. However, okay,
I'm going to leave it here though. They're all the same. All women are looking for hot dudes. Get off the dating sites. They have too much leverage. They have too much D in their inbox. They're going to exploit the hell out of you. They're looking for beta male providers on there anyway. But every once in a while, they'll give, Chad, Alpha Chad, Alpha Enrique, Alpha Muhammad, Alpha Tyrone, they'll give them the chance to come over and smash. But, they're going to sit there and, grill you to the nth degree. You didn't use a comma You had a conjunction sentence and you didn't use a comma. So it's really giving me the ick right now. Get off of these things, guys, and they'll follow us. All right, see you on the next one.